All right, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Ashley Gotts. I am the Williamson County Treasurer. I am also the Chairman of the Marion Chamber of Commerce. We're here today to celebrate the grand opening of AST Primary Care. AST, as I've talked to Bob, is part of Advanced Surgical Technologies and their groups of companies. We're happy that you chose Marion to open one of your facilities. I know Bob's a long-standing member in the healthcare in the community, so it's good to have a familiar face, here as well, to be able to serve the needs of the community. I noticed, and Mary, I may be saying something you're going to say, but whenever we were graced with being in the MSN 50 best places, small areas in Illinois, I noticed, one of the things was healthcare was one of those that was noted that was maybe a little higher than what we would like for it to be as far as cost. Having additional providers maybe will help drive that down and also provide people with greater opportunities. So again, the Chamber's happy that you chose us to be a partner with you. We'll always be here for you. We hope that there's an opportunity maybe here 2, 3, 5 years down the road that we're celebrating an anniversary or even some kind of expansion for your facilities. At this time, I'll ask Mayor Absher to say a few words, and then.
Good afternoon. I was going to say good morning, but I realized it's good afternoon. What a gorgeous day it is in Marion, Illinois for this event. And really in a multitude of ways. I'm glad to see some people that I haven't seen in a while, and thankful for that. And in this context, it is great to have Dr. Liyanage here. They're locating another business here. I guess you said you're primarily up to this point in Mount Vernon, which is a town I've never heard of. But I'll take your word for it. But really, you hit the nail on the head. There are some areas that we can improve, and healthcare is always one of those in terms of access and affordability. And usually, lack of access means lack of affordability. And these expansions in healthcare are just the kinds of things that we need to help advance our community. I was really pleased at what the doctor said as far as how easy it was to start business here in Marion. I said, well, we try not to get in the way and let those entrepreneurs do their thing and just try to assist them. And that's been long before I was here. That was a hallmark of our city leadership, and we continue, I hope, to make it that way. So we appreciate that comment. And most of all, just welcome you here, and I want to tell you how grateful we are. And I know you've got my cell number now, so whatever you guys need, you let me know if the city can be of any assistance, and we're just grateful for you. I want you to know that. We wish you all the success, and like Ashley said, I know you've got vision, you've got plans, and you've certainly got a skill set that's world-renowned, and those are the kinds of things that any small town would just kill for, die for, to have that kind of aspiration and skill set combined together. That's exactly what we seek to locate here, so we welcome you with open arms and thank you for being here.
Dr. Liyanage, would you like to say a few words? You're welcome to step out here if you like.
Thank you, Ashley. I'd like to start by thanking Mayor Absher for coming to our small gathering here today. That's very much appreciated. When I first met Bob and hashed this idea of AST Primary Care, I had been thinking about something different, something out of the ordinary for medical care. At AST Primary Care, our goal is to do something different than what is commonly available. What we want to do is not to see 1,000 patients a day. What we want to do is see 10 patients a day and take care of them 1,000 times better than everybody else around. I don't know how many of you have called your doctor's office and gotten put through a phone tree. You will never get through a phone tree. We don't have an answering machine unless it is after hours. If you call our office, somebody will be answering the phone by second or the third ring, if not the first ring. And you will always talk to a human. And when you call, when you have a question, you will be answered by a professional, an RN, nurse practitioner, or a somebody who has long experience in healthcare and know about you. So we have very technologically advanced system of medical records, so we will know everything about you when you call us. So that's the difference that I plan to bring into Marion, and this is our first location, and we have plans for many other locations. And I'd like to finish by thanking Bob, his great wisdom and perception of the community, as well as Moya Cook, who has been very instrumental in starting this practice. Thank you.
Bob, would you like to say a few words on behalf of this location?
So I want to again thank Mayor Absher and Ashley and Dr. Liyanage for giving us this opportunity. Marion has good health care in it, but it's not as widespread as it could be. And that's one of the goals that Dr. Liyanage and I both share, is we want to make sure that we give the quality care that this community deserves. We have the ability, with a partnership with Quest Diagnostic Labs, we can draw labs for Quest. Here, I don't have to be the provider. Dr. Liyanage doesn't have to be the provider. Anybody who orders a Quest lab, we can draw it here. You no longer have to drive all the way to Carbondale to get your labs drawn. But that's one of the things we wanted to make, one of the ideas. We try to treat the patient. It doesn't matter if XYZ works for most of the patients. We try to make sure what works for that particular patient. So while everything may work for one person, but for somebody else it doesn't. So we try to individualize all of our patients' care so that they receive the best that they can. And I'm not going to stand here and say I'm always going to know what that answer is. We have other people that we can refer to, surgeons, other specialties. Our goal is to make sure that our patients are cared for completely and to the best of our ability. And once again, thank you, Marion, for welcoming us into your arms and for the opportunity to be here.
Okay, Dr. Swayze, before you cut, we're going to take a few pictures. Then we'll go ahead.